The productivity heist. We are living through a historical miracle. On paper, you are a superhero. Thanks to the tech in your pocket, you are 3 times more efficient than your parents were in the 70s. You produce faster and more accurately than any generation in human history. But look at your bank account. Does it look 3 times bigger? While corporate profit margins are hitting the stratosphere, the average person is still white-knuckling it from one Friday to the next. You've been told it's because you buy too much avocado toast or didn't hustle enough. That's a lie. You aren't failing the system. The system is successfully harvesting you. You're not a bad saver. You're a high-output engine being fueled with just enough gas to get back to the office tomorrow. The anxiety zone. Let's talk about job security. In 1965, a seat at a top-tier company was a 30-year marriage. Today, it's a series of one-night stands. The average big corporation has a shorter lifespan than most people's mortgages. But the real trap is the salary ceiling. Your paycheck isn't a reward for your value. It's a calculated retention fee. Your employer has a department dedicated to finding the exact anxiety zone, a number high enough to keep you from quitting, but low enough to keep you from ever becoming independent. If you feel like you're constantly treading water, that's not an accident. If you swam to shore, they'd lose a rower. The math of gaslighting. Financial gurus love to talk about the magic of 10% savings. Let's look at the reality of a $60,000 salary. After the government takes its cut, you're left with roughly $3,700 a month. Rent, mortgage, $1,800. Car, insurance, and gas, $600. Gone. Groceries and utilities, $800.
You're left with a few $100 to build a kingdom. Even if you live like a hermit and save $500 a month, it would take you 40 years to save a fraction of what you actually need to retire. Meanwhile, inflation is a silent tax, eating 3 to 4% of your buying power every year. That 3% annual raise isn't a bonus. It's a life jacket that's barely keeping your nose above the waves. The ownership gap. Why is the gap widening? Because you are taxed on effort, while the wealthy are taxed on ownership. Since the late 70s, CEO compensation has skyrocketed by over 1,400%. Worker pay? It's basically a flat line. You are creating the value, but you aren't keeping the equity. The government makes it even harder. You pay taxes before you even touch your money via withholding. But the billionaires, they don't have income, they have assets. They borrow against their wealth to live tax-free, while you pay a higher percentage of your sweat to the IRS than they pay on their billions. The tax code is a 2,000-page manual on how to protect a business, with a single footnote for the employee. The 401k gamble. Remember when companies gave out pensions? They didn't stop because they wanted to give you more control. They stopped because they wanted to move the risk from their balance sheet to your kitchen table. With a 401k, the control you have is the freedom to lose everything if the market crashes the year you turn 65. They offer a match and act like it's a gift, but they're really just paying pennies on the dollar compared to what a guaranteed pension used to cost them. You're gambling your old age on a market you don't control, with money that will be taxed at unknown future rates. Breaking the seal. So, how do you stop being a passenger in a vehicle designed to crash? 1. Stop saving. Start acquiring. You cannot save your way out of a system designed to devalue currency. You must own things, land, stocks, businesses that grow while you're asleep. 2. Build your own stream. A salary is a single point of failure. If your boss has a bad day, your life changes. Build a side income that belongs to you. Even a small one changes the power dynamic.
3. Flip the tax script. Stop being just a W-2. Even a small side hustle allows you to access the part of the tax code written for owners. 4. Buy back your time. Every dollar you invest in an appreciating asset is a minute of your future life you just bought back from the corporation. 5. The system isn't broken. It's a perfectly tuned machine. If you want a different result, you have to stop playing by the house rules. Don't just work for the machine, start owning the parts.